Hey folks, Troy Dooley over here. I hope you're having a blast. You know, it's a beautiful day here at the beach, but my son does not have that. He's on the other side of the United States at Cape May, New Jersey. He evacuated his family yesterday. His wife works at the Coast Guard. They got a mandatory evacuation. They're going to get hit with this gigantic surge of what's going on. They're on the right side of the hurricane. Dalton has been through 3 hurricanes here with us. We've helped a lot of people on the coast. I am sure he's going to reach out and want to help some of the families up there. But when you've got the spin going on that right side, that's where the most damage hits. And right now they're on that side. So between the water and the wind, devastating. I want to keep Mark Layton, the MLM Godfather, Atticus Kilo, Mark Weezer, their families are in the Carolinas. Please, let's keep everybody in our prayers that we know. Reach out to them, see what they need. After this weekend, we need to band together as a community and help everybody that we can. It's going to be big. It's going to be powerful. We want to help. Some great stuff that's been taking place. I want everybody to remember the Real Savvy Success Conference. I'm going to be there. Richard Brook, Randy Gage, Todd Falcone, Kimber King, Jody Stott, Donna Valdez. I mean, the list goes on and on. Jackie Almer. I mean, powerful leaders that are going to be at this event. Speakers inside and outside of direct selling that are there to empower the females. Over 80% of this industry is female driven. And men, you should be there. If you want to learn what it takes to lead a female charged organization correctly, I challenge you to show up at this event. It's going to be powerful. A lot of you have already reached out, said, Troy, can we get together? I just want to chat. Yes. While we're there, we're going to be launching our brand new video training. You guys can all buy into it if you want to. I mean, it's going to be there. We're giving away one of our sets. It's going to be great. It's on a flash drive, so you can just plug it into your computer. You can download it, watch it on your iPad, whatever you want to do. It's going to be great. We're going to have fun. We're also launching our brand new membership site, the Network Marketing Advocates. So you're going to have a chance, if you're at that event, to be some of the first people that are actually going to be founding members, if you will, just because you're the first ones there. So it's going to be a blast. We're going to have some awesome stuff. I've had some great support with that, so I'm excited about where that's going. I have my Youngevity shirt on because this company just never quits. You know, it's interesting as I study the business model that the Wallachs have created at Youngevity. A passion for distributors, second to none. I mean, they've literally, Steve and his dad, Dr. Joe, have made comment after comment from things that have happened to them when they were distributors in the field, that they really want to only do things that will benefit distributors. The thing is, they don't just leave it with their own company. I mean, the Wallachs put in their own money to fight the FDA to be able to go out and make a legitimate claim about one of their products. Most companies won't do that, and the reason that they don't do that is because once you have beaten the FDA, once you have gotten the seal of approval, everybody can then use that ingredient and say, this will do X, Y, Z. And it's that's how they are. The betterment of an industry. Their business model is very unique. It's not like any I've seen from anybody else. They literally have been able to build what I believe, in looking at their numbers, because they're now a publicly traded company because they merged with Javolution. By the end of the year, I believe they will be well on their way to being a $100 million business a year. They will be listed in the top 100 of the DSA companies, well, direct selling companies. They're not a member of the DSA. Let me clarify that. So it's some great stuff. But I met this young man, Mr. Andrew Reinhardt. We had a great conversation about a year ago on the telephone. I was amazed with his passion, his excitement. He's a guy that had no network marketing experience really to speak of, but he knew wireless because he'd owned one of the largest, if not the largest, T-Mobile franchise on the West Coast. Sold it. Saw an opportunity in direct selling, at that time in energy drinks. And over the last year, I've watched this thing morph. He brought in some leadership that was really good leadership, I would say, that has been around the block. And when you see what they have accomplished, where they've came from, and who he attracted to help build up this business, I kept my eye on it. I kept saying, man, this is cool. We did a few little reviews on it. But just a few months ago, they focused in a heavier manner than what they had in the past. And they started looking around. Rick Hager came in to say, I want to help. I want to build this organization. I want to be a part of it. And all of a sudden, it became Adaptogenics International. And yesterday, Youngevity and Adaptogenics announced a strategic merger, partnership. I don't know what all they call them, but basically they have come together. And it's kind of interesting because it's kind of like Rick coming home. Rick had been with Drink Act at one time, and now he's back over there at Youngevity. I'm excited about where this is going because I believe at any time you have collaboration, when company founders, company owners say, man, this economy has sucked, but we don't want to hurt the distributors. We want to make a home for them. You know, we got to do something. The field's getting wide. And all of a sudden they start coming together. Do you realize the distributors can be the winners in this? The jury's still out on how many distributors would stay with any company that merges. I don't care if it's Evolve and Zowie. I don't care which ones they are. What I'm saying is this gives distributors a chance. You know, with Youngevity especially, so many times I hear people say, well, I'm going to go with a plan B. I'm going to do multiple streams of income. If anybody's into multiple streams of income, I really do challenge them to look at what Youngevity's done, because they leave the cultures intact. They leave the teams intact. They don't try to change who you are. I mean, crying out loud, you know, I just did Dr. Gary Chapman's 5 love languages. Now think about this from a business standpoint. How would you like it if some company bought you up and then all of a sudden everything you knew, your whole language, your whole culture, everything about your company, out the window? You don't want that. So yes, my hat's off. I give it a little bit more monologue than usual, but I am proud to see what this is going on. I'm proud of Andrew and what he's been able to accomplish to carry it on. I think Rick is going to be a great leader over there with phenomenal other leaders that have come under that umbrella lately. And Steve and Michelle and Doctor and his wife have done a great job, I believe, at putting this together and seeing their dream come true in 2011 of a publicly traded company. Other news, Advocare, another phenomenal company out there, just announced this is great, a brand new agreement with the Levine family of racing. They're going to be putting their name, Advocare. Advocare, you know what? I sit back here and think a minute. Advocare may be the most endorsed company by professional athletes across the globe than any other company out there. I mean, these guys have done it right. I've got great friends over there, good company, good products that make a difference. Amway, actually Amway India has decided that they are going to buy up some organic farms. They were already under contract with them. But something that I'm seeing, and this is a new trend, that companies are saying we want to be organic. We want to put out products that are organic. I just did a thing with Beyond Organic. I'm going to be meeting with some of their top level leaders soon. So I'm seeing this across the board. Creative Memories, I love this, just hosted the biggest event of the year in Minneapolis. They had over 2,500 consultants. And the fun thing is, this is the 23rd year they've been in business. My baby girl, Cassidy, who's 15, loves to do scrapbooks, and what Creative Memories has done and continue to do is phenomenal. We know PrePaid Legal got bought up by Mid-Ocean Capital. They have just announced they're going to be making some major rebranding. They're going to do a whole new initiative. They're going to bring that company up into the 21st century. That's exciting. I'm glad to see this. Glad to see what they have going on and what's going to be happening there. They're already building something that I think is great. They're putting together, or just did put together, next month, their 2011 Leadership Summit. It's going to be in Dallas. And they're expecting, I believe, somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 independent associates to show up. Now, this is going to be the first big event under the new management, under the new leadership. It's going to be great to see what happens coming out of there. Reliv just announced that they have built a home, or building a home, I guess, providing the funds for a children's home in Haiti. I've got a passion for Haiti because we've got friends down there that are doing some stuff. BK Barreco over at VEMA last year donated during the hurricane. Now they've put together the funds to be able to take care of 60 children. You know, it doesn't matter what company you're in. When you see companies like this doing things, it's beautiful. Tupperware just donated $87,000 to the children's charity Variety. It's going to help all kinds of kids in the earthquake over in New Zealand. This is great. This is awesome stuff. You know, when companies say we're giving back, I don't care what it is, funds, product, services, that's the way to go. That's what it's all about. USANA, this is good, just announced a partnership with the Roche Performance Road Racing family. So they're going to be on there. They're going to be, looks like Jack Roche and Billy Johnson will be taking over, and we're going to see. I tell you what, now this is how you know who's the #1 network marketing company in the world. It's who wins on the racetrack. I'm liking this. I'm hoping that I can go to Walmart. I've already got my AMSOIL truck. You guys have seen that one. My little AMSOIL. Now I hope to see USANA. I hope to see all these others cranking up. I'll have a whole wall of network marketing, NASCARs, Indy cars, and everything. This is going to be real good right here. So this is what's happening, guys. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. You can look at the negative or you can look at the positive, and the positive is we're moving forward. Now let me close out with this real quick. I am researching a very volatile situation in direct selling, network marketing especially. It's going to include a topic that very few people want to talk about. Amway has been the king of this, and then Monavie got involved, and it's been a crazy situation. But it's the tools business. And is the tool business a valid business that distributors should be a part of? And the reason I'm doing this is because I've been brought into the middle of a situation where I see that there's some emotionally and financially hurt people that have been affected by the tools business. And when I look at this, and you guys know for years I've been an advocate against individual tool companies. I believe the company should control it, and we don't have this issue. But one of the things that's a major issue in the tool companies is the fact that certain people get paid to endorse the tools to be bought through the downline. And as I've studied this, with the new rules from the FTC on endorsement and advertising, with the fact that you've already got a primary network marketing company that you're growing, now if you're doing a side business and you're putting a network marketing compensation plan to that, is it really compensation? Is it really MLM? Is it a pyramid? Because it's all internal consumption. There is no outside product. What is the deal? This is, look, it is going to be a critical and controversial subject. When I got in the middle of this situation, I had to call in a critic of network marketing and say, I want you to give me your input on this. I think I see the truth, but I want your input to give me some validation here that I'm not too close to the situation. I talked to some other consultants who I respect in this business that shared some things with me. So we're going to be covering this. We will not cover it next week. It's probably going to be a couple, 3 weeks. It's going to be the middle of September. I'm still doing research, and we'll probably do this on the Network Marketing Advocate site first, and then I'll put some stuff over at MLM Help Desk. But, man, I could use your prayers in this one because this is going to be very controversial. I do not want to hurt people, but I believe that we have to look at things with a critical eye. There is a difference between critical thinking and trying to bring forth answers using a logical deduction and just negative thought. And that's something that I'm going to cover in this, is that we have overused the word negative. And just because people say something that we don't agree with doesn't mean that it's negative. And it doesn't mean they should be shunned and put under a carpet. Because sometimes the most viable, valid, vocal critics actually have something important to say, and we should listen. Live life like it's an epic adventure. I'll see you at the top.